One of the purport in Srimad Bhagavad Gita 10.11 and 12, Prabhupada says, "Men and demigod out of ignorance think that they are absolute and independent of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. That ignorance is removed perfectly by the discharge of devotional service." So because of ignorance, generally great personality, even demigods can't understand Krishna's position. And how can one understand Krishna's position? How can be that ignorance destroyed, removed? And that is, Prabhupada says, perfectly by the discharge of devotional service. Therefore, if you want to understand Krishna, there is no way other than practicing devotional service. The devotional service means service to the Vaishnavas, the devotee of Lord, and service to Krishna. Those who fail to do so, they can't exactly appreciate Lord Krishna. First, you may accept or may not accept, but we have to assume that Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. First assume, then practice, then you can realize, yes, Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Just as in mathematics, you don't know the value of x. The x equal to, let's x equal to 1. Then you apply the formula. And after application of that formula, you calculate. You realize the value of x. So you assume initially, but at the end, we exactly realize the value. Similarly, you may not accept or Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead, but there is no one can be compared to Krishna as the greatest is considered, greatness is considered. Therefore, one have to accept or assume, then practice devotional service, and due course of time, one can realize that Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. The first, we should have a little faith. Just as a child, when a child takes birth, his body is very soft and weak. As the time passes, that body exactly grow. Initially, he just sleeps, and after some time, he try to sleep on his belly. After some time, he try to crawl. Then he tries to stand up. Then try to walk. After some time, the little child runs. After 15, 16 or 17 years, or at least 18 years, he exactly attains the strongest body in his life. To get the strong body, he has to work for 18 years. He has to take food for 18 years. He has to have patience for 18 years to have a full-fledged, perfect, strong body. Similarly, the faith is like a child. It is very soft and weak. But we have to feed the faith through the devotional service. And in due course of time, we'll get that strong faith, strong intelligence, perfect knowledge, so that we can understand Krishna's position as Param Brahma, as the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Once Prabhupada met a person. He said, Prabhupada, Krishna means black. And black means darkness. And darkness means unknowable. Krishna means supremely unknowable object. That is Krishna. Then Prabhupada said, no. Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, Bhaktya mam abhijananti. Yavan yachasmi tattvataha. Tato mam tattvataha gyantva vishanti tadanantaram. So Prabhupada said that Krishna says in Gita, Bhaktya mam abhijananti. You say that he is supremely unknowable, but Krishna himself says that he can be knowable by devotional service. Therefore, devotional service is the means to understand Krishna. Recently, I heard one politician says that generally worship, he's exactly glorifying Vedic culture, but in different way. And it is very attractive. Uh, but some deviation is there, but some deviation is not there also. It's like that. He says that we worship Radha Krishna. Krishna means black. When you meditate, generally our focus comes in our meditation. Different negative thoughts comes, lower thoughts comes, and which is very abominable. That is darkness. This is exactly meaning of Krishna. But there is Radha Krishna. We worship Radha Krishna. That clarifies this subject. When you meditate, generally there is a dhara, current of negative thoughts in our consciousness. But Radha Krishna means dhara, the opposite of dhara is Radha. Dhara means we have to uplift your lower consciousness, lower thoughts and negative thoughts to the positive and divine thoughts. And that is exactly the meaning of meditation of Radha Krishna. It's like that. He said like that. In this way, generally, if you meditate on Krishna, Radha Krishna, then all this ignorance, as Prabhupada says, if you practice devotional service, all the ignorance will be removed. And then we can appreciate Lord Krishna. In Gita 8.22, Lord says, Purusaha sapara partha bhaktya labhyatu ananya Yashyantastani bhutani yena sarvam idam tatam. The Lord says, Purusasa parapartha, that personality who is beyond this material creation can be obtained by undeviated devotional service. Bhaktya labhya tu ananya. And that Purusa is situated inside the heart of everyone. And he is all pervading in this material world. So here also, by bhakti, we can understand Lord Krishna. There is no other way. In 11.54, Lord says, Bhaktya tu ananya saksha aham evam vidho arjuna yantvam drashtum cha tattvena praveshtum cha parantapa. So here Lord says, Bhaktya tu ananya saksha aham eva vidho jana. As I am before you, you can understand in that way by devotional service only. In Srimad Bhagavatam, it is said, Na rodhayati mam yoga, na sanksham dharme vacha, na swadhaya tapatyago, na ishtapurtam na dakshina, vartani yajyaha chandamsi, Tirthani niyama yamaha yatha varudhe satsangha sarva sankalpa hima. The Lord says, I can be controlled or attained by practicing devotional service in the association of devotees. But Krishna cannot be understood or controlled by anyone, by any means. He says, Na rodhayati mam yoga. By Ashtanga yoga or yogic practice, you can't attain Krishna. Na sanksham dharma evava. You can't attain Krishna by philosophical speculation or following rigidly the religious principle. Na swadhaya tapotyaga. You can't exactly understand Krishna by studying all the Vedic scriptures and by practicing great austerities and by renunciation. Na ishta purtam na dakshina. You can't understand Krishna by performing different type of social activities and charity. Bratani yajna chandamsi, by following great vows, practicing yajna and expert in Vedic mantra. Tirthani niyama yamaha. By going to Tirtha Yatra and following different types of niyam, you can't understand Krishna. We have to follow all these things. But these are not the means to understand Krishna. So that is exactly bhakti. So all these things are, we can say, these are like the spectacle. But for spectacle, you should have eye. That is the point. You may have a best spectacle in your life, custom-made spectacle. But if you don't have eyes, you can't see. So similarly, all these things are required. But bhakti is that eye. By that, we can exactly understand Krishna. It's like that.